So I've just done, looked at my app because the video shut down. So I've put these two together now. Basically, they take you on time of day. So it's after 10 o'clock. It's officially night time for them out off peak. And it's before 5:30 a.m. After 5:30 a.m. becomes off peak. So if you long as you don't travel between 10 a.m. and 5 a.m., 10 p.m. and 5 a.m., you're okay. Speed, keeping within the speed limits, accelerating harshly and braking harshly. Okay. I can understand why that's how we'd measure somebody. And if you start at 100 and have to accelerate quickly, then your score is going to come down. One person on these reviews site said, I was doing really well, I had 100, and then something happened, an incident happened, and it took me down to like 30, which meant that my score was, it should be 100 by now again. It can't be 100 by now again. That's not how averages work. Unless you're 100% of the time, it's never going to be 100. If you take it down by 5, your average is always going to be 100 minus the average of that 5. Does that make sense? So I can kind of, the way I see it is I don't think this has been explained to people very well. If you're thinking about taking out one of these policies, I do think it's worth it, because you're not supposed to drive like a maniac. You're not supposed to break the speed limits. You're not supposed to brake harshly. You're supposed to be aware of what's coming up in front of you. And you're not supposed to accelerate quickly because it scares people. It can really what the hell are they doing? So I can understand that. The time of day thing I don't really get, other than more accidents happen between 10 and 5 a.m, 10 o'clock at night and 5 a.m, I guess, because that's when our brains want to go to sleep. And really we shouldn't be driving then. So I'm on the fence. I'm not backing this. I can back the logic behind it, but I can't back it because I haven't experienced it fully yet. I'm currently on day 3. 4 days, 1 day I didn't drive, so 3 days, and I'm currently on 100. So we'll see what happens. I will keep you posted and updated, and go from there, really. I don't know what else to say other than I'm going to stay within the speed limits as I do. I'm gonna treat road drivers with respect, and I hope that other drivers treat me with equal respect, and hope it brings down my policy. I hope black boxes prove to insurance companies that 36-year-old single mothers who drive Golfs aren't ragging the crap out of their cars, because we're not. This gets us from A to B, and it just happens to have an engine that I really like. So I hope that is the case, but we'll see. I love you and leave you, and I will let you know what happens next.